Dear students, in this video I am going to explain about form of igneous rocks. Mainly there are two types of igneous rocks. One is concordant and second one is discordant. Concordant and discordant. These are based on the relationship of igneous intrusion with structure. These rocks are formed on the basis of relation of igneous intrusion, how the igneous uh, magma flows or enters or cuts or inject through the rocks and in the rocks and along the rocks. These structures will form. What are those? Concordant and discordant. The first one is concordant. All those intrusions in which magma has been injected and cooled along parallel the structural planes. You can see in the rocks are, you can see the different layers of rocks. The layers are formed one over the other. Those are called as sedimentary rocks. Within these sedimentary rocks, the red magma, red color, it is shown, magma is shown in red color, that is flowing the horizontal form along the planes of the sedimentary rocks. This is called as consolidated. Always these concordant rocks are formed parallel to the bedding planes, parallel the structural planes of host rocks. These sedimentary rocks are host rock. When the magma start entering or injecting, that will start flowing along the parallel of the sedimentary formation or beds. This is how the concordant bodies are formed. The bedding planes of the similarly rocks and cleavage planes of metamorphic rocks usually where the sills are formed. Usually the sills are formed parallel to the rocks. Second is discordant bodies. All those igneous bodies, they have transverse across or oblique to the bedding planes. Always the discordant bodies are forming by the intrusion of magma. These cuts the rocks, means you can see the magma, it is shown in red color, and vertically the magma is moving and cuts the rocks. It means across the rocks. These are grouped as discordant body. Discordant means these magma separates the single body. The pre-existing rock, host rock, was a single body. By cutting these rocks, that will be separated into two rocks. Example: dikes, batholiths, volcanic rocks. And next is extrusive bodies consolidated over the earth's surface. Lava flows, the volcanic igneous rocks occurs as lava flows. They are tabular in shape, in thickness. They range from few centimeters to many hundreds of meters. You can see at the top of this, in the image, the black color shown is the hillock is shown by with the black color, and the magma is intruded and it is erupted on the hillock that will flow over the hillock, and this lava starts flowing towards slopes. You can see at the top. So this is called as lava flow. This is how the volcanic rocks are formed. These are called as extrusive. Extrusive means these will expose to the earth surface, on the earth surface. Next is intrusive bodies. Intrusive bodies are hidden bodies. Consolidated rocks are consolidated beneath the earth surface. The best example is batholith, lopolith, laccolith, sill, dike, etc. See, these are the different intrusive bodies. The protonic rocks you can see at the greater depth, that is called as batholith, and somewhere the rocks are formed horizontally as a pocket, so that is called as the laccolith. And always dikes are cutting the rocks and forming, those are called as dike. And sills, always the sills are formed along the parallel planes. And volcanic cone, where the volcanic mouth is present, there that is called as volcanic cone. Flow, when the magma is flowing over the hillock, erupting over the hillock, definitely the magma starts flowing towards slope, that is called as flow. But after some days, after some years, these liquid rocks gets into solidify and rocks are formed. The best example for this rock is this group is basalt, and this comes under volcanic igneous rocks. Okay, this is a best image, better you can understand in better way. So what is batholiths? Huge igneous rocks, huge igneous bodies may show both discordant and concordant relation with host rock. Example, the batholiths of British Columbia, Ghana, 2000 kilometer length, Costa Rica, stocks and boss. When the surface outcrop area is less than 100 square kilometer, it is commonly termed as stock. Boss, batholith with roughly circular outcrop. And lopolith, it is lenticular igneous body associated basins. And parallel beds inclined towards a common center. Laccolith. Laccolith, as I shown in the image, the concordant intrusions with plano-convex nature. Here the igneous mass itself has a dome-shaped top and concave base. Up to 2 kilometers in diameter and several 2 meters, several 100 meters in thickness. Facholith, the rocks which are formed along the parallel planes of the folded rocks is called a facolith, and sills you can see that parallelly these rocks are formed where the sedimentary rocks are present as a host rock, and the vertical line is called as dike. It cuts the rocks and forms are called as dike. Columnar igneous bodies that the best example for dike usually in the okay the granite bodies you can see the dike clearly. Volcanic rocks in some cases vents of quite volcanoes have become sealed with intrusions. Such intrusions are formed as volcanic necks or plugs. Okay, thank you guys. In the next video, I am going to explain about textures of igneous rocks.